Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I want to review this movie, Soft Love. Soft Love is a Nigerian South African movie. Nigerian South African movie, yes, because we had the South African part, the Nigerian part. So Soft Love starts with the story of Zandi, our main character Zandi, getting married. Zandi was getting married to Dumisani. Zandi is this person that really believes in love. In fact, she even has her own channel. Is it YouTube channel or something? She has a channel anyway online where she teaches people about love and how love is wonderful and all that stuff. So like that was her big day. She was getting married and she was walking to the altar. Dumi was there. And when she went, she was standing beside Dumi. She just realized that he was sort of uncomfortable. And the preacher or the priest or whoever was reading what he was supposed to read, the regular thing. And Dumi kept he just all of a sudden started sweating. You know that kind of situation where someone is not really comfortable and they break out in a very serious sweat. So he was sweating and she asked what was wrong. All he told her was that he couldn't do this, he couldn't go ahead with the marriage, and he ran out on her. Like that scene was so pathetic. Like he was running and she was running after him. She couldn't catch up with him. He just got into the car and drove off. Naturally, she was heartbroken, right? She cried all through that Saturday. She cried Sunday, and on Monday, Dumi came to meet her in the house, and he came to apologize that he was sorry for running out on her. And she said she had forgiven him. So all they just need to do was to set on that day for their wedding, and that's when he broke the news to her that he's actually gay. So like the wedding can't work, like they can never get married. And the shock was just too much that like she had to be consoled by her friend, her best friend TK. They had to console her. It was just a pathetic case, right? So TK encourages her to go out. So they go for this night out. They go to this club one night, and TK like found somebody, and she was just busy having fun. Zandi wasn't having any fun, right? So she decided to go to her car so that she can just drive home. So as she was on her way to her car, she saw a man being assaulted. And she runs over there to try to save the man. But the man's cameras get stolen. Her own purse gets stolen with her car keys. Her car keys were in her purse, so it gets stolen. That confusion, like she was actually first of all confused that her things got stolen. And the man that she had even tried to save didn't even run after the thieves, right? He just kept blaming her, telling her that he had everything under control. And she let them to steal his stuff and everything. So after their arguments and back and forth, right? He then got her hairpin and tried to pick the lock of her car. But as he was trying to pick the lock, a policeman drove past and saw them and thought they were trying to steal the car, so they both got arrested. They both got arrested. That was funny as well. It was in the cell that they introduced each other, and the guy introduced himself as Edward Obi, a Nigerian. So our friend bails her out and bails Edward as well. And then they continue to see each other. That's Zandi and Edward continue to see each other, and they fall in love. They start dating and whatnot. But the thing is that Edward had this secret that he was keeping from her. In fact, he had a lot of stuff on his mind. Let me not say he was keeping the secret. The thing is that he had a lot of stuff on his mind, so he forgot to mention some certain things to her. There was this photography, was it photography fellowship? Yes, a fellowship for photography that he wanted to do. And it was supposed to happen in London. So he needed money, like about $20,000. He didn't have it. He had asked his mom for the money. She refused to give him. His mom just wanted him to come back to Nigeria and take over the family business. But he wasn't interested in the family business. He was interested in pursuing his passion, which was photography. When the mom refused to give him the money, he was kind of like stranded, and he really, really wanted to go for this fellowship. He needed the $20,000. He asked his boss for an advance. The boss told him that there will be no advance. And then one of his friends at work, sorry, I'm already laughing. One of his friends at work had told him that he can get a silent sponsorship. And when he asked the friend what silent sponsorship means, the friend said, silent sponsorship is taking something without telling the person who has it, right? And then, because he was stranded and he was desperate to get this money, he decided to go with his friend's idea to take this silent sponsorship. Oh God. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It was so funny. So he took the silent sponsorship and he told Zandi about the silent sponsorship. Because Zandi, but unknown to him that Zandi had opened this GoFundMe account for him so that he can get the money. But before she had told him, he had already taken the silent sponsorship. And a visitor comes to visit Edward one day when Zandi was in his house. And when the woman came in, she introduced herself as Edward's wife from Nigeria. And this breaks Zandi's heart so bad. Like, she just left at that point. And when she got home, she was hurt. She told her best friend. Her best friend even blamed her because her best friend had warned her not to fall in love again. But she did. So because of that disappointment and heartbreak of hearing that Edward was a married man, she took the worst decision that she was supposed to take. I don't want to say what it is. I'll stop the review at this point. I just advise you to just go out and finish watching the movie. Like, it's a romance movie as well. And I don't like romance stories, but this one was a very simple. I don't really like romance stories, but like when it's very simple and straight to the point, well, I'll just say, well, I enjoy it. So I enjoyed this one. I advise that you watch it as well. The only thing I think I don't like about the movie was the conclusion. Like after Zandi had done what she had done to Edward, she just did something very simple to get him back, and he was just excited that he went back into her arms. Anyway, he was in love. What was I expecting? So I'd like to watch the film and enjoy it. See you in the next one. Bye.